we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Washington Huskies, taking on a team from the SEC, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Kickoff team out there ready to tee it up in this bowl game. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Washington's offense is on the field for the first time today. And this is a matchup that we've been talking about coming into this. High-powered offense squaring off against a defense that is more than capable of shutting them down. This one's going to be fun, David.
Yeah, and this defense has been able to do that. Like every offense they've faced, they've played great. They take away what you do best. Obviously, Palmer, on that other side, this is a high-powered offense. They're really, really good. How does this matchup unfold?
You're right, David, and I think as the season's gone on, this is a matchup that we've circled on our calendar, knowing that these two teams are going to square off and face each other. So many guys on the field today are going to play in the National Football League. There's a lot of experience on both sides of the ball. This one's going to be fun to watch.
Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Caught in the backfield, it's Williams.
Really good offenses are able to attack short. You've got to be able to attack the whole field to make you honor that underneath part, then the intermediate part, and then you take shots down the field. This will loosen up some shots for later in the game.
Off the play fake. Looking to the big tight end. Got his man to the left. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, the inside give. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
You know, that really speaks to the identity of this defense, guys. They take pride in big hits and clean tackles, but they are going to let you know they're there. And they're going to let you know for 60 minutes. I love this run defense because of the way they play the game.
Tell you what, that was a lightning fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that. I know that.
It'll be third and long. Williams will pass. Pocket breaking down. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Hunt will bounce out of bounds, and they're going to spot it at the 25. The Aggies offense will have its first possession of the game. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on, they punch the clock and they're hard workers.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking to fire. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a third and long. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. A little release to the back. At the 45 on his way. Round the seam on the left. The tag. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Aggies.
Man, how it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver. You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. These running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
And he made the extra point without problem. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And Just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. They'll go to the ground. He breaks a tackle. Crosses the 30 to the 31 and a 6-yard pickup.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Huskies can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll run the counter. Can't get him to the ground.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
The Huskies come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Williams looking for a man. He finds a dead spot in the middle. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. Pass completion, move the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Looking downfield on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Finds his man. It's Lawson. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the 1st down. Washington has a lot of things working, set up with another 1st down. Grabbed behind the line, it's Williams. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
Grab near the marker. It's Lawson. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. They'll leave it with him. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up there.
Yeah, and plays don't matter.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Looking for more room. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And I tell you what, when defenses play zone, all eyes are on the quarterback. You have a zone to drop to, but you're setting on the quarterback, reading his eyes. Great job by the defense, understanding the ball was coming out, breaks on the football, goes and makes the INT.
So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. The give to the left side. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Quarterback may change this route. Wants to throw. It's Reed. Makes the grab. It's Bussey. Making a little bit of progress there. He gets it to the 40 before getting out of bounds. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo booster.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
Texas A&M has the lead at the end of the quarter. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats.
7, Washington 0.
Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the 2nd quarter. The Aggies with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. That's reeled in. It's Staley. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
All right, defense. It ain't working, right? They're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
He's going to run it.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looks as if he's going to run it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Ball's at the 24. A lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the first down. Dropping back, it's Reed. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. So now on comes the field goal unit. It's good. He's going to hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. He'll bring it out. It's Clark. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions, but I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback. Right?
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Trying to take it back. He's at the and he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggie. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead and they're trying to hold on to it. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game and you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
It just looked like they're sleepwalking in this first half, and it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing collectively as a unit. And if I'm the head coach, I'm considering starting to give some other dudes some chances here.
Tight end now in motion. They'll run play action. Throwing right. The quick out. Across the 40 out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
It's a really good-looking throw right there, and that was a tight spiral, too. You guys remember the great Washington Husky quarterback, Warren Moon? I don't think anybody threw a more pretty ball than Warren Moon did. Tightest spiral I've ever seen. That right there reminded me of old...
There he goes! Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. Washington wants to go quickly.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
With the catch, it's Lawson. He goes out of bounds across the 25, marking at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Williams will pass. Just a short pass to the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right?
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell the defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. They'll give it to the back. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. And this one is anything but routine, a 48-yard attempt from the right hash. He just barely got enough, but that one has just barely kept it straight enough, too. That'll close the gap to 14.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on when you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Grabbed over the middle, it's Staley. Oh, a lot of space. Running inside the 20. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Aggies!
And how nice is it to have a playmaker like that I can get the ball out of my hands, right to him, and say, all right, dude, you got jets, you can fly, catch the slant, make some people miss, outrun some angles, and get all the way to the end zone.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And right down the middle. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown, just like that. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. From the gun, running back on the move. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Williams looking for a man. Fakes to grab. Really good pickup on 2nd down there. Leaves them with 3rd and 2. And the Huskies come to the line in the hurry-up. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Washington sends out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Wants to adjust the pattern. They'll try to get outside. Creates a little room. Breaks into the open. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup.
Defensively, you'll take the slow down. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run to guys, and get him on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
And the Aggies with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Fires to the big fella. He is guided out of bounds, and they'll mark it at the 28. No reason to panic when you see those extra bodies coming. Just find the big tight end.
Well, and the great ones do that. I think the great ones are okay. You want to blitz? I know my answers. I'm all right. I'll stay patient. Find the matchup. This time it was the tight end. Finds the tight end, throws a strike, gets the first down.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This offense is about to face the one thing that can stop it. Time expiring in the first half. Before then, they can get another score. Not quite in rhythm there. Incomplete.
A lot of times when you go back and you revisit these games, who takes advantage of these opportunities in the red zone, in these goal-to-go situations? Bad job on first down by this offense.
Back to pass, it's Reed. Here he goes breaking the pocket. To the end zone, and it's picked off.
When you get that quarterback and he starts to leak outside the pocket like that and roll, you roll with him. Those linebackers are supposed to move and shift with them, start to take away the field towards the sideline, because think about it, he's not going to throw it back across his body. The defense read it well, moved with the rollout, made the big play.
Good quickness to grab it off the bounce. Gets it across the 25. He'll step out at the 26 as this offense tries to grind out some yardage. Defense showing blitz here. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Caught near the sticks. It's Williams. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can't stop the clock.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option.
Turning it on! They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down at the 49. The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half. Washington coming to the line with another first down. To the air on first down. Swings it out to his running back. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Wide open downfield. Touchdown, Washington. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
And I'm not going to say that was a must score, but that was a must score. And this offense delivers right before the half. Everything's starting to pick up. Hopefully now you build some momentum. You cut it to a 2-score game. Got to build on this momentum in the second half.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point pulls them closer. It's 24-10. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they capped off the drive with a big play through the air, scoring from 50 yards out. Fielded in the end zone. It's Newton. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Looking to throw, it's Reed. Under fire. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, a delightful first 2 quarters of football there today in Vegas.
Washington about to boot it deep to start things in the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He gets a block. He's got an alley. Finding in his... And there he goes. Just an outstanding return there and really sets up his offense nicely. The Texas A&M offense goes back to work. They more than got the job done in the first half. Now the job in a bowl game, don't get distracted and finish the deal here in the second half.
I mean, love the...
And he's loose and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
Texas A&M 31, Washington 10.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back at...
Fires one high and deep. Caught at the 25. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Huskies.
And that's the exact opposite of what this defense drew up in the locker room. You want to stop giving up explosive plays. You want to play deep, make the offense earn it. But play one, they put the ball in the air, down the field. DB can't make a play. Not only that, the run after the catch, a disastrous start for this defense.
He'll start the return inside the spot. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Snagged in the middle. It's Staley. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. Plays like that, he's fitting in with the Aggie legends, Christian Kirk and Mike Evans.
And that's when you've seen them just high-flying, fun, tempo, making plays down the field. Having those go-to guys, those A&M offenses were always fun to watch.
Bringing the heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking for a man. It's Reed. Got a man. It's Staley. Bounced out of bounds at the 43-yard line.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Grab near the sticks. It's Bussey. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. The Aggies come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Buys a little extra time. And the pass is incomplete, but it might not matter. Flag is down, and it looked as if the defense was roughing up that receiver.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
After that flag, they spot the ball inside the 20. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football. You got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock.
And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Aggies. That's his third touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money. He's been on fire, making the right decisions and just carving this defense up.
Lining up to add another. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. They took it 71 yards down the field. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they built this sizable lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. Williams will pass. Quickly out to the tight end.
I'll tell you the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
They'll run it from the gun. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because
lofts one high and deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller, too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
They'll snap it from the 47 on first down. Looking to throw on first down. Caught over the middle. It's McKinney. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. And the Aggies in a good spot here with second and short. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. The Aggies can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll go with a direct snap. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Second is short equals go up, be physical, move a hole, get a gap, let my back fall forward. That back had nowhere to run, no push up front. Got to be more physical, Jesse, on those second down and short situations.
So for that point, David, I think you got to stick with it if you're on offense. As a staff, challenge your guys to get some push up front. You've recruited this position really well. You need these guys to move some bodies because you've got a talented guy in the backfield that can hurt this defense if you just give him a crease.
He wants to change this route. Trying to get the edge on the toss. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the third quarter. We've reached the break, and Texas A&M leads it. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Here's the handoff. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
And it really doesn't matter what the decision is on the RPO. When your defensive line can reset the line of scrimmage like that, get off blocks and make plays.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. Here's the pressure. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. And he's already made one. The holder will put it down at the 26 for a 36-yard try. He got it. And that will extend their lead even further.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Bunch formation for these receivers. Leaves it with the back. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process.
And you can tell, all eyes on this dude. Like, this defense is dialed in. They're going to try to continue to stop the run. You can tell, Palmer, it's the main focus of this defense.
Yeah, when we know with this offense, too, they go how this guy goes. And they
nowhere to go, and the ball is loose.
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground. But a nice job understanding, just kind of jump on it and make sure you keep possession.
This drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. Washington sends out the punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Great place to start for this offense. Going to the running game. Trying to impose their will on the ground as he stopped after a 5-yard pickup to the 33.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away.
Oh, he's got some space. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
I don't know if they're trying to get this guy Heisman consideration, but the fact that they're still throwing the ball at this point of the game with a lead like they have is surprising, I gotta be honest.
Motion from the wide receiver. Touch pass on the run. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside. David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
This Texas A&M offense is wasting no time. To the air, it's Reed. Touchdown, Aggie! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone.
Salt into her wound, right? Late in the 4th quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and give me another touchdown.
And with with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They didn't get much done the last time they had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Makes the catch. It's Williams. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. They've done a really good job creating the matchups they want out of the slot.
Yeah, dude, get that guy matched up on a linebacker. That guy matched up on a safety. Keep him away from the corners by putting him in the slot. Get him the football. Let him make plays.
He stopped in the backfield again, and this just hasn't been his night. It's been more like a nightmare. On third down, he drops to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Williams. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. The Huskies getting set on 1st and 10.
You can tell this quarterback did his homework coming into this game. He has been dissecting this defense with his arm and his mind. Over 300 yards passing.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Great reaction by this defense. Immediately on the catch, swarming to the ball. The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. Williams looking for a man. Two minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. Getting ready to go into victory formation. So many good things happened today. It seemed like everything he was dialing today, David, ended up working out.
No doubt. They've put a lot of highlights together, put a great offensive game together, complete football game. They get the win. On to next week.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play. Well, we are winding it down, guys. Only a few more plays left in this season. Also wrapping up a really outstanding performance for this offense.
Yeah, and they're sending out the seniors on the right foot. Guys, we've seen a lot of great football. There have been so many tremendous moments and individual efforts, David. This is a year in college football I know I'll never forget.
Won't forget it. Loved working with you guys. Loved being in the booth. Loved covering these football games. And I'll tell you what, a lot of it.
He lost one down the sideline. Ball's incomplete, and that'll do it from here. When you know you have a team outclassed, you